from the top. How do you get into Satanism? And please repeat what you just said to me just now.
Well, I grew up in a place where, well, in my family or the people, adults around me, kind of abused the name God. So in God's name, like, kind of made me do a lot of things. So just would use that to make me, or just kind of shut me down.
Yeah.
So that's where I grew up. I understand that there's a lot of other people that deal with religion in a very different way.
Yeah.
So by the time I hit like early teenage years, I was like, I kind of was upset with God,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah,
the people that use him, or like the concept of God, like that. So then I discovered Satanism like through music and stuff. And like it's based, it doesn't necessarily mean, I think there's a lot of people that believe in Satanism,
Yeah.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that you worship Satan. It just means it's like more of a eye for an eye, like
Wow.
kind of concept. Like it's
Okay.
more like, I think it's way more realistic compared
Okay.
to like religion.
So you aren't turning the other cheek. If someone does something
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
you can do something bad
Yes,
to them.
yes, and also, you know, to know your place and to not like step in other people's, you know, rights and beliefs and stuff. So it's more solitary. It's more like it's, instead of a lot of what the Bible preaches or a lot of religion preaches, which is, you know, like let's all come together, like that kind of stuff. Like Satanism's a little bit more, yeah, that's unrealistic. Like you have a right to your own beliefs and your own way of living as long as you do not mess with other people, kind of theory.
Is there anything like ritualistic? Are there
No.
spells and
No.
curses? And
Not, well, at least not to my knowledge. And I mean, I'm not like a Satanist expert. I just kind of like went into it a little bit like as a teenager.
So what made you walk away from it?
Because I feel like believing in anything can kind of be dangerous, and that was one thing. I kind of replaced it with Catholicism that I grew up with. It's the same thing, which I realized, and I came to a point where I was like, you know what, I don't want to believe in anything, any higher being, anything. Not against other people that do, but like for me, I just think that it's really easy to cling to something when you believe in it.
Yeah.
So I kind of went into this mental state where I was just like, nothing means anything and that's fine. Like kind of just waiting for death, but like trying to
Wow.
make everything, but like
That sounds grim.
but like trying to make everything like entertaining in between, you know, because like kind of thing. So I kind of went into that direction, like I think in high school and stuff. So I dropped it. Like I didn't want to believe in anything except for something that's in front of me, like in the present.
So with your music, and obviously the journey of being an artist and
Yeah.
getting your music out there is never a straightforward journey. It's never
Yeah.
the easiest journey.
Yeah.
So when you face low points or you get discouraged, what keeps you going then if you don't have a higher being to believe in?
Well, when you're at your low points, it can only really go higher.
Okay.
So it's like I'm like very, very probably too optimistic on everything. So it's just if you hit low, then like you gotta have some lows to make the high shine.
Okay.
And when you're at high, like when you're at a high point, then like just enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay.
And like keep in mind that it's not gonna last. So like kind of never take advantage of it. So it's like when I hit my lows, like be it because of like relationship with people or something happens, it's like you can kind of write a song or something out of it. Like you can make something out of it, because I think that like humans as creatures, like we're very stupid. So like something very something very intense, good or bad, needs to happen to you to like to squeeze something out of you. Like if you're kind of in like a very mellow, like whatever state, then like you can't really produce anything.
Anything that's hard.
Yeah. So if you're going through some sort of agony, then like kind of like point that towards making something, and like you're probably
Like a focus.
yeah.
So how did your single Blood come about?
Well, after I put my EP out last year, which was like kind of the first step of me rapping, and I didn't understand like the sonic element of what rap music is. And after that, I decided to kind of to curate a beat, like ask somebody to curate a beat like for me instead of just rapping on a ready-made beat. And then like, you know, the process of having a demo and like going back and forth with the producer, this was the first single that I did that. And I met this beat maker. This is the first song that we did together, and we kind of like drank and like talked and stuff to get to know each other, and that's the beat that he sent me. So I was like, okay, like, and listen to it, and then, well, it's not necessarily like the happiest beat, so it kind of made me channel like my darker places. And so I ended up like writing about, I think, the concept of revenge, wasn't really planned or curated, like, because my previous 3 songs I already had in mind, like, I want a song like this, I want a song like this.
Yeah.
But this was kind of like, as I was listening to the beat, like, it kind of put me in, like, a certain mood, and I ended up discussing, well, the concept of revenge, or my concept of revenge.
Wow. This is intense. I'm about to play it right now. Can you do me a favor? For people who are listening now, want to follow you and, you know, follow your movement and listen more to you, how can they do so?
I'm on Instagram at Nina Dashiro, NINADTASHIRO, and if you type in 13 spelled out, no space, and 13 at the end on YouTube or any other, like, Spotify, Apple Music, any streaming service, you can find me.
Here we go. 13 and Blood.